The tale of Jordyn Woods is not one to take lightly or just brush off as a typical Hollywood friendship gone bust. Rather, it's a tale of two friends who were supposedly as close as sisters, if not closer, and then one incident spelled the end of their friendship in an overarching way, the whole world talking, and is still talking about it to this day. But now, long after it happened, Jordyn Woods seems to be doing alright, and Kylie likely isn't happy about it. So given that, allow us to show you how Kylie Jenner reacts to Jordyn Woods doing better than her. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 6, the incident.
What do you mean by kiss?
It's just no passion, no nothing on the way out. He just kissed me and
Like a tongue kiss, like a peck on the lips, peck on the...
Jordyn Woods wasn't just a friend of Kylie's, she was her literal BFF. She was even in Kylie's short-lived series about her life. More on that one later. And she admitted on camera that she really loves Jordyn and that she couldn't imagine her life without her. She even noted that she loved her deeply, which would indicate to most that she was someone Kylie would never hurt or easily dump off if things got rough, right? But during a party, one of Kylie's sister's baby daddy, NBA player Tristan Thompson, went and kissed Jordyn, and despite it being just a harmless kiss in the eyes of many, the Kardashian Jenner clan was furious. In their eyes, this was a deep betrayal, and so Kylie went and took all sorts of measures to go and get rid of her BFF. She unfollowed her on all social media, and then she went and slashed the price of a makeup kit that was named after Jordyn. And once it sold out, she never restocked it. She also made sure that Jordyn couldn't come to the mansion, and so on and so forth. Jordyn went on to many shows defending herself, and you can see the pain in her eyes as she talked about how she lost her best friend because of an incident she didn't cause. And remember, Kylie said she loved Jordyn, like with her whole heart, and yet one mistake and she's gone from her life. Number 5, what happened after being dumped?
I talked to Jordyn. It's really weird. She's not giving me all the information. She was trying to kiss me and was like, I can't remember if we did or didn't. I'm like, what?
The fallout that rained down on Woods was immediate and long-lasting. Not only was her friendship with Kylie broken off, but the family made sure she couldn't get back to the residence to try and make her case. As you can imagine, Woods took this pretty hard. All of it. I remember just sitting in a very dark place. I had my family to talk to, I had you to talk to, but I just felt like I had no one, Woods told host Natalie Manuel Lee. You take everything you know for a whole decade, the people you think you know, the life you think you know, everything that you've grown up doing, and you take it all away from someone. I didn't even know how to feel. Woods recalled isolating herself after severe backlash online once news broke of the scandal. I deleted everything off of my phone. I wouldn't respond to anyone. I responded to about 2 people. I pushed people away that probably shouldn't have been pushed away, but I just couldn't trust anyone. Everything in my life changed. You can hardly blame her for doing things like this because this was a major scandal concerning the beloved family, and Jordyn may have been a part of the clique, but she wasn't a true member of the family. And as the internet has shown us nowadays, all it takes is one person to do something wrong before many in cancel culture try to get rid of them in some form or another, even if they're not totally to blame for the incident in question. Number 4, having to accept what happened and learning to move on.
and when you can't accept what you've done, or you can't accept that, then you can't heal from it.
So yeah, it wasn't the best time ever for Jordyn Woods, but with enough time she did learn to move on. Woods has since learned to accept what happened and did so by acknowledging her faults in the incident. Looking at the situation, okay, what did I do? What role did I play in this? How was I responsible? How can I be held accountable? How can I take responsibility for what happened? Things happen and that's what makes us human, she said. But just acceptance and accountability and responsibility. I feel like people in this generation lack accountability, and when you can't accept what you've done, or you can't accept that, then you can't heal from it. It's easy to beat yourself up over things that you would have done differently, but you can't hold on to what you could have or should have done. You just have to accept the fact what actually happened, and then you can let it go. It might take a month to let it go, it might take you a year to let it go, but you have to start praying to be able to let it go. And while Woods has moved on from her fallout with the Kardashian, she still has regrets about what transpired. I'm not happy that many people were hurt and people had to go through what they went through, she said. It was a lot for everyone, my family, other families, friends, and not in a million years have I had a negative intention to do something bad to anyone I love. I wouldn't say I'm happy something like that happened, but I am happy I was able to become who I am today. Number 3, the past few years.
You know, I just that happened. People forget about things, people move on. And to be honest, when people say things to you, it's a reflection of what they feel inside.
So with everything that Jordyn Woods has been through, you'd be fair in saying that she's forever scarred by the incident, which she is by her own words. I've gone through these past 3 years, some of the most traumatic experiences a person can go through. When your whole world feels like it's crumbling down, everything you thought you knew, it's really to be rebuilt again, but much stronger. A lot can happen in 1 year. A lot, she said at the time. Over months and losing everything I thought I knew and gaining so much knowledge, you can only just be happy. The amount of strength I've gained in this year alone, nothing else could have shaped me to the person I am today. Jordyn has made something of herself and her life in her time since the incident, and that might not honestly be sitting well with Kylie Jenner. Number 2, Kylie's different reactions.
She got her things, she came in, and just like the look in her eye, like she's just obviously really going through it.
Here's the thing, Kylie Jenner, along with the rest of the Kardashian clan, would love to have you believe that she and the family as a whole were the true victims in this incident. To one particular degree, Khloé, that would be kind of fair to say, but the whole family? Not so much, especially since they were the ones who basically blacklisted Jordyn Woods from their life because of what Tristan Thompson did, and yet they keep Tristan in their lives and Jordyn out. Furthermore, on their show, Keeping Up with the Kardashians, they had multiple episodes where Kylie went and cried about losing Jordyn and confiding in her sisters about all that was going on with her. But here's the thing, that show is very much the Kardashians' own sounding board, if you will, to voice their side of things and only that. Kim K, for example, has used the show multiple times to try and justify the various divorces she's had, including changing scenes and editing out former husband Kris Humphries to make it seem like he was a jerk to Kim and that's why she left him. So Kylie was just using her most valuable resource to try to make herself seem more like a victim. But anyone who follows her outside of the show knows that she not only was okay with dumping her BFF, she did it multiple times after Jordyn as well, including with 2 ladies that she directly referred to as BFFs after Jordyn, and then after their usefulness had gone, she dumped them and they were never seen with her again. Was she hurt by what happened? No doubt, but did she overact and oversell the whole issue? Absolutely. Which brings us to Number 1, Kylie's anger about Jordyn.
You lost a lifelong friend. Like, I feel really bad about that. And I just want, like, you to be happy.
So is Kylie mad that Jordyn Woods seems to be doing better than her in certain ways? Absolutely. Mainly because Kylie has been getting put through the ringer in recent times because of her shady business dealings and personal life situations, like with her ex, Travis Scott. Meanwhile, Jordyn Woods has gone and made her feelings known on the matter as a whole, and people are realizing that Jordyn was the true victim and not Kylie. So when you add that to her success in other areas without the need to say, my BFF is Kylie, then you have a scenario where Kylie might be richer than Jordyn in terms of money, but Jordyn is richer in terms of true self-value, kindness, and more. Kylie and the Kardashians aren't the kind of people to take that lightly. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at the relationship between Kylie Jenner and Jordyn Woods, and how things are full stop making Kylie steam because of how well Jordyn is doing overall? Do you think that these two will ever reconcile? Or do you think it's far too late for that and such things are always going to be talked about because of how they broke down? Do you think this shows the pettiness of Kylie Jenner because of how she and her family treated Jordyn? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.